Krishna. So we were previously reading Bhagavad Gita with commentaries by Vedanta Acharya Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, and we had completed introduction and the verse 1 of chapter 1. So from today we would start slok number 2. Sanjaya Uvacha दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्योपसंगम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत् सञ्जय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यमुपसंगम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत्, which said that seeing दृष्ट्वा tu Pandavanikam, okay, Pandava's troop, Duryodhan approached his teacher Dronacharya, Drona Acharya, and spoke these words. So what he spoke, we would see it from the third shloka. So for now, let's see the commentary. The pious Sanjay could understand that Dhritarashtra was blind from birth, but having the eye of wisdom was now blind with illusion. Now blind with illusion because of loss of wisdom concerning dharma. He was thus worried that his son would give the kingdom to the Pandava. He was worried that his son would give the kingdom to Pandava. Therefore, understanding this, Sanjay fixed in dharma gave satisfaction to Dhritarashtra by saying that his son would. Sanjay, so fixed in dharma, gave satisfaction to Dhritarashtra by saying that his son would certainly not give the kingdom to the Pandavas. Duryodhan, expert in political affair or Rajaniti. So seeing the arrangement or viewdom of the troops, Sanikam, okay, of the Pandavas, personally approached the teacher Drona, who had given instructions to him from Dhanurved, and spoke some word Vachanam. He spoke a few brief words with deep import, a special combination of words. He had inner fear caused by seeing the strength of Pandavas, troop, which is shown by his personally approaching Drona. But he attempted to hide that fear by showing that he had come personally out of respect to Guru. This act displayed his clever use of politics, Rajaniti, which has been indicated by addressing him as Raja. So, if we explain, there is nothing to explain though. So the pious Sanjay. So here the word pious has been used because Sanjay was a dharma praparayan. So therefore he was pious and could understand that Dhritarashtra was blind from birth. We all know that Dhritarashtra was blind from his birth, but having the eye of wisdom. He previously had the eye of wisdom though, but now he was blind from that also. Why? Because in the form of illusion, he lost his wisdom concerning dharma. He didn't knew about, even if he knew, he was fell into illusion. by the moha of his son. He was thus worried that his son would give the kingdom to the Pandavas. So therefore, we can understand from this statement that he didn't consider Pandavas as his own son in the absence of their father, because Pandu is no more. So as the duty of the uncle, it should be that he should consider the son of his brother as his own son, according to Niti, but he didn't. So thus he was worried that his son would give the kingdom to the Pandava. Therefore, understanding this, Sanjay fixed in dharma gave satisfaction to Dhritarashtra. So here it said that Sanjay fixed in dharma. That means that though he gave satisfaction to Dhritarashtra, but he didn't said it in a untruthful way. It was truth only because he was fixed in dharma. So would certainly not give, because he knew that the propensity of Duryodhan is not so lenient in to give the kingdom to the pious Pandavas. So Duryodhan, expert in political affair or Rajniti. Duryodhan, expert in political affair, which is also known as Rajniti. So seeing the arrangement, Vyudam, the arrangement of the troops of the Pandavas, personally approached the teacher Drona, who had given instruction to him from Dhanurved. So it is the branch of Ved specializing in martial arts, and spoke some words, Vachanam. So he spoke a few brief words with deep import, a special combination of words. He had inner fear caused by seeing the strength of the Pandavas. Why he had an inner fear? Because he was unpious. He was uh, untruthful, and thus he was adharmic. So therefore he had an inner fear in this dharma kshetra, and seeing the dharma parayan Pandavas along with Lord Shri Krishna, who was on their side. So therefore, and also by seeing the strength, by seeing the sheer strength of the Pandavas, especially Bhima, he was in a fearful state, at least from the inside. And it is shown personally. How can we understand that he was in fear? So he approached to his teacher Drona, who gave equal teachings to both the Pandavas and the Kauravas. But he attempted to hide that fear, because it's a kind of shame for Duryodhan to show his fear for the opposition party, showing that he had come personally out of respect in order to hide the inner fear. He covered it up by the illusion, by the blanket of respect to his guru. This act displayed his clever use of politics. So it showed that he knew quite a bit of Rajaniti, which has been indicated by addressing him as Raja. But he was not actually the king, though. He was not actually a king. But in the absence of Dhritarashtra's uh, controllership in the battlefield, his son Duryodhan is actually acting as the king. So we have read the second shloka, And if we let's read this third also. पश्यैतां पाण्डुपुत्राणामाचार्यमहतीं च मुं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येन धीमता. O teacher, okay, Acharya, see this great army of the son of Panduputranam, son of Pandu, okay, arranged for battle by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupad, Drupadaputrena, son of Drupad. Pashyaitam, see, Panduputranam, the son of Pandu, Acharya, which means O teacher or O Acharya, Mahatim Chamum, see, the great army. Vyudham, the arrangement, Drupadaputrena, made by the son of Drupad or Drishtadyumna, and who is Tava Shishyena, who is your disciple Dhimata, and he is quite intelligent. Okay, so this verse relates the word spoken by Duryodhan, thinking that Drona would not fight against Yudhishthir and his brother, thinking that Drona would not fight against Yudhishthir and his brothers or the Pandavas because of great affection, in order to produce some anger in Drona towards them, he revealed the Pandavas' disrespect for Drona. Their army has approached very close with arrogance, not considering your exalted position as a warrior and a teacher. Seeing that you should recognize their disrespect, the army has been arranged by the son of Drupad, and Drupad, in order to kill you, had his son Drishtadyumna appear from the fire sacrifice, and then you, though knowing he was an enemy, taught that son the art of fighting. That was your foolishness, and he, the enemy, is very intelligent, Dhimata, having learned from you how to kill you. What you have done has produced a problem for us now. So, here, um Duryodhan is producing, trying to produce a sense of anger or sense of hatred for the Pandavas. So he thought that Drona would not fight against Yudhishthir and his brother Pandavas because of great affection, because he loved them greatly. In order to produce some anger in Drona towards them, he revealed the Pandavas' disrespect for Drona. So he is just, taking some advantage in the absence of the Pandavas directly, and thus initiating some kind of hatred in the heart of Dronacharya. So their army has approached very close with arrogance. So obviously they were not, in the first place, they were not able, not even considering to fight. It was Duryodhan who made them fight, and now they are fighting, and now he is trying to say to Dronacharya that, see, they are very close approaching with arrogance. So, not considering your exalted position, a warrior and a teacher, he is trying to say that as a teacher and as a warrior, Pandavas should not, try to fight with his respected teacher. So, seeing that, you should recognize their disrespect. So you should know that they are disrespecting you. The army has been arranged by the son of Drupad. So the son of Drupad or Drishtadyumna was uh, Drishtadyumna appeared from the fire sacrifice or yagya. Drishtadyumna appeared from the fire sacrifice, and it was the wish of King Drupad to kill Dronacharya, and in order to and in fulfilling the wish, uh, he did a fire sacrifice or yagya, and in from that yagya, Drishtadyumna took birth or appeared. Knowing he was an enemy, although as a Brahmana, Dronacharya showed his compassion and showed his neutral point of view, that though he knew that Drishtadyumna was an enemy, he taught that son the art of fighting and took him into as his disciple, knowingly that he would kill him in the near future. But as a Brahmana, he performed his duty of teaching, irrespective of the person, and that Duryodhan considers his foolishness. Now here he doesn't understand that he is not committing any aparadh or disrespect towards his guru by telling him foolishness, by telling him a fool, and he, the enemy, is very intelligent. That means he is referring that Drishtadyumna is very intelligent because he have learned from you how to kill you. What you have done has produced a problem for us now. So one who is destined to kill Dronacharya, even if he gets the education from Dronacharya or he doesn't, he is, irrespective of that, he is destined to kill that person. So it doesn't matter. Okay. So now today we have read till this, and today's date is 22/12/24. We would continue in the next session. Hare Krishna.